Hey guys, back for another video. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever we upload. Also, hit that like button if you like the content. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So just here to give you guys the latest update. Now, Bambi is speaking out on what happened last weekend. Well, I shouldn't say last weekend. This past weekend when they were all arrested. She had the opportunity to speak with, I believe it was the Shade Room. Don't quote me on it. But I have the interview and I'm going to bring it up and just let you guys hear what she had to say. And then we'll just come back for a minute or two to recap. We've already heard, what Saucy Santana had to say, but Bambi actually says something very different than what Saucy is saying. So that just leaves it open to a huge speculation. So Bambi is saying something very much different than what Saucy had to say. So let's get into that interview, guys, and we'll come back for commentary.
And she's just being Erica, just being lit in turn.
She says, out of nowhere,
a security guard came and just like grabbed her up and, you know, just was really, really excessive with the force.
Zell intervened.
Zell was trying to tell the security, like, hey, this is my sister, like, we're playing, like, this is nothing going on.
She says that the security guard misunderstood what was happening as Mena and Zell playfully got physical at their table.
I guess the security thought that it was a real altercation happening. But even when they got, where Erica was and grabbed her, and when we tried to tell him that nothing is happening, like we're friends, nothing is going on, he still was just out of control.
And this is where things escalated. You can see Saucy Santana, he scurried on out of there. Soon after, an Atlanta police officer who was staged outside of the venue steps inside to assist.
So it was just really scary to see my friend like pinned down on a couch with police and security. And it was just like an instinct for me to try to get in between.
We got our hands on the incident report. The officer stated, quote, that I attempted to gain control of Miss Mena to escort her outside of the establishment to defuse the situation, telling her that I'm an Atlanta police officer and calm down. He goes on to say that, quote, Mena's acquaintances were inside the section hindering me from trying to escort Mena out.
I don't know if they were just trying to make a statement because of, who we are. But they absolutely did the most.
Because we've been seeing reports that Erica bit a police officer. Did you see any of that? Did you see Erica bite anyone? Did you bite anyone?
No, I didn't see her bite anyone. All I saw her do was, just be shocked and, do what anybody would do when they feel like they're being attacked.
But the officer said otherwise, claiming that Mena became even more aggressive and began to punch and kick him and others inside the lounge. She says that he went to put handcuffs on her, but she continued, knocking his body camera off. He says that he got her outside, announced that he was an Atlanta police officer again, but Mena attempted to break away, biting him on his left shoulder, leaving a reddish mark. According to the report, she also told him she was pregnant. All were taken to jail. Mena and zellswag are facing willful obstruction of law enforcement and simple battery charges.
I was simply trying to diffuse the situation, trying not to get it to the point of people getting arrested and thrown out the club. And that just wasn't the case.
And that's why Bambi was only charged with obstruction. The officer said that she was not aggressive whatsoever, but told her to move out of the way several times. She allegedly refused to move, which hindered his investigation.
These police officers and the security, they just misuse their power.
In the hours after, we showed you the social media firestorm that followed.
I got the dodge because I don't play that.
Saucy Santana went on the record giving his side.
Erica was very belligerent. I don't know, maybe she probably got too drunk or whatever the case is. She was real wild last night. She got into it with the security guards. It was like 3-4 big securities on top of her. So Zell just being a man and them his girls, he was trying to de-escalate the situation.
Mommadee also in the mix.
Erica, do not be getting Bambi in no trouble. Bambi, you need to reassess who your friends are. Bambi love her children, okay? And Scrappy love his children, okay? Don't be getting Bam locked up. Now, I know y'all mommadee taking up for Bam. I don't want her locked up.
She cares about you, and she would like you to leave Erica alone. What do you think about that statement from mommadee?
It's cap. Because at the end of the day, I mean, mommadee was served a cease and desist, and I think she thought it was a joke to begin with. And when she realized that this is not a joke, like you have been making false statements about me all this time on the internet, maybe that's what made her pipe down. She hasn't cared about anything up until this point, in regards to me and me being a mother and my mental health.
Have you talked to Erica since that night?
Yeah, of course. For one, she feels bad. She feels um, like the narrative is that, Erica is wild and she's crazy and she's a spaz. I just hope that she can regroup and just understand that she do have people that have her back, and I don't think that she's a bad person at all.
We reached out to ericamena and zellswag for a comment. We're still waiting to hear back. Bambi says in all they spent about 5 hours at the Fulton County Jail, and Bambi says that Malaysia Pargo from Basketball Wives and her cousin, who's a police officer, got her out of jail. She says that she does have an attorney and is looking forward to explaining herself in court. She says that she expects all of these charges to be dropped.
Okay, guys, so you had the opportunity to hear what Bambi had to say with regards to that night and what she is saying occurred, which is a very, very different story from what Saucy is saying, but not necessarily because, Bambi seemed to admit that Erica was, obviously intoxicated, and we've saw those videos. But what she's stating is totally different than what is being reported. It seems like what Bambi is saying that, she feels like they were possibly targeted, but also the establishment stated that they had asked them on numerous occasions to leave. So I don't know, guys. We've been talking about this story since the weekend, and I am just here to give you guys the most updated information. And as it stands right now, this is what we're getting from Bambi, and she is basically alleging that Erica pretty much didn't do anything and that they went there to obviously have fun and, to celebrate, which we already knew that information, but she is basically stating that the authorities basically abuse their power and the information that they are reporting is false. So again, I don't know what to believe, just really here to report the information. And with what she's saying is Erica feels bad and feels like people are going to blame her. I can say this: Erica does have a history of violence. With that stated, and with that type of history, people are going to assume certain things. So I don't know. Again, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video.